TV. I'm your host, Deja Moe, and today I'm here with Forrest Lind Dale Moe from the Edward Meredith Foundation. How are you guys?
Great.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your foundation.
Well, Dale and I founded the Edward Meredith Foundation to bring a set of unique tools to a specific group of people, in particular the African American community,
No doubt.
the Hispanic community, retired and active duty military, retired and active duty police and fire, and women. These tools are designed to help them either start a business, or if they're in early stage, help them change their business to be more successful, and even mature businesses. We do a lot of work with them too. We believe that if given the right set of circumstances and the right tools and the right motivation, we bring out the drive in the people that we're talking about, that they will be successful, and that's been our mission. And Dale comes from a nice background of business, and so do I. So we know a little bit about what we're talking about.
Are you former veterans?
Not former veterans. Dale is a former veteran.
Yeah, I did 21 years in the Navy.
Right. When did you first start your foundation?
Well, we probably had the foundation going now for about 4 months, I guess.
Yes.
About 4 months.
About 4 months.
And what made you decide to target the community?
Well, Dale and I have actually known each other for a while, and we have watched these communities and for a great deal of time. In fact, myself, I've actually watched them for a long, long time. And I've always felt that they've been, I guess, let's just call it under-nurtured, for a good word. They haven't had the mentoring that they could have had to create the type of economic environment that I believe that they're due. And so that's what has really, in our talks, that's what really has brought
Most
it up.
definitely.
Is that we feel like that this is a segment of society that, given the opportunity and the tools that we have, can really blossom and bring about an economic force probably like nothing's ever been done before.
What do you personally get out of targeting the community? Do you get any benefits from helping the community through your foundation?
I got this one. Well, I think that the biggest thing that we get out of what we do is the satisfaction of giving back to the community. As Forrest stated, that there are a lot of economic conditions that can be changed. And once you affect the economic condition of one family in a community, it can spread like wildfire. So the whole point of what we're trying to do is once you start to change the economic dynamic of these communities, then that will pass on to their children and to their children's children, so that we'll have more generations of people that will be less dependent on government funding to live and be more self-sufficient and independent, and be able to create and work in the society that is America. It's the greatest country in the world, and there's no reason why every single person in this country should not be able to partake in the American dream. And that American dream is not about having money and about having cars. It's about having a standard of living for your family in which they will be able to prosper and just have the inalienable right to the pursuit of happiness.
I agree with that. I agree with that totally. And it does the soul a lot of good to know that you've given back. I mean, in Jacksonville, and as a U.S. citizen,
right.
I've benefited from the freedoms that a man like this who's been in the military has provided me. And so when we talk about the military aspect or the first responder aspect, my father was a policeman in Jacksonville for 28 years. He retired from the JSO as a captain. And so I have a kindred connection with those type of people. As far as the African American community in Jacksonville, I have a connection there too, because in my enlarged family, I have a lot of African Americans that are in and out of our family, and my daughters are married to some African Americans, and so I believe that the connection of business and economy will take care of the connection of races. I mean, nothing brings together people like making money and being successful. When everybody's successful, everybody's happy.
Right. You're absolutely right. So do you have any events coming up, and how do people get in contact with you guys? Do you guys have any info, a website, a number?
Well, we have Edward Meredith Foundation. EdwardMeredith.com is the best way to get a hold of us. If you go to the website, there's a lot of search tools there and contact us and things like that. As far as events goes, we are planning an event, and it'll be on the website within the next 3 to 4 weeks. We have some meetings scheduled with a couple of senators, U.S. senators in Florida, and some other folks in politics. And those meetings will be publicized, I'm sure, and we're working on some things that is going to get us on the news here pretty soon. But the best way to contact us is just go to edwardmeredith.com and go to the contact, click there, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about your business or whatever your dream might be as far as business goes, and we can help you out.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. I understand that the Edward Meredith Foundation has done a lot for the community, and I hope it continues to prosper. Thank you guys. My name is Deja Moe. I'm your host, and we'll see you next time on The Buzz.